Hi, so this is the video explaining how I did those idle animations in Catalog Avatar Creator. I'm very bad at explaining, so hopefully I don't have to re-record this for the fourth time. Anyways, also I note that this is the first time I've actively kept my mic on. I'm not using a proper mic, I'm just using a controller microphone. So it might sound a little weird and it might be a little hard for me to, or a little hard for y'all to understand me. It's fine, as long as you're able to follow the tutorial onto the screen. So, first thing is, we are going to make the idle animation. I'm personally just going to reuse a, trying to think, a pose that I've already saved, but it's not that hard to make a pose. I'm just gonna make a whole new one, or I'm just gonna reuse one. But one of the requirements for this is your character has to be an R15. This is so you can get a little bit more of a dynamic posing. But if you want, and you can use custom animations. But if you want an R6 look, just using a fake R6, let me show you. Fake R6, like this. Alright, I'm just going to use my plushie avatar. Even though it is small, I do enjoy using this one. So we're just going to use my main avatar for this, because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to re-equip, or I don't want to have to equip a new one. So first thing you want to do is go to effects, go to effects, which is this button down here. It is usually 3 stars, and usually at the bottom corner, especially on console. So if you click here, then you will see pose editor. You would click this, and then you would be able to pose. You can do things like tilt it, you can in like every direction possible. Hold on. You can also move it, like up, down, forwards, backwards, etc. You can do this with like other pieces, but if you're using an avatar like mine, it will just stretch in a really weird way. So what we're gonna do is, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to make a new one because my avatar. Give me just a second. I'm gonna do R6. Yeah, R6, a fake R6. Then I will be using this posing. I mean, I'm gonna edit it just a little bit. No, down a little bit, because it just looks a little too close. This one, I think we can, yeah. So we're gonna do this pose. For mine, you can make your pose. You can edit the legs if you want. You can tilt the head. I'm actually gonna tilt the head just a little bit because yes. All right. Then what I want you to do, I'm gonna type it wrong or I'm gonna type it in chat so you can see it. You want to don't use the L, just use /clone. And for that, it will copy your avatar. Only you can see these clones. No one really talks about that, but only you can see these clones. So you can do this in a public server if you want to. It's just I prefer to do it in private because I get distracted with chat a little too easily. And then you can go back and reset your avatar. Sometimes whenever I'm messing around with these pose editors, when I click reset, it shoves my arm inside the torso. So if it does that, that's fine. You could just reset your avatar real quick. It'll fix that. Then what I want you to, anyways, once you get the clone set up and you reset your pose, I want you to go to animations, specifically animation packs, and choose your animation. I really love the Adidas community, which is, I really love the Adidas community pack style. Um, it has like a nice bounce to it. It's a good idle. You can also use unreleased ones. I did test this with the Pop Star animation pack. It does work. Alright, but you want to go next to your clone and type /sync clone like this. Alright, so I will use that and it should make your avatar bounce or do whatever the idle is. You can see why I really like using this style because it definitely like makes it look really nice and it gives it some bounce and some life. Um, One thing I would like to mention is that um, this is I don't know. I forgot what I was going to mention. Well, but I hope this was a useful tutorial. Console user, you could technically do a jump and fall, run and walk animation cycles too, but you can't. I haven't figured out how to do that on console yet, given the fact that you have to type, you have to stand very still to type. Um, so maybe one day. But yeah, that's basically it, and I hope you enjoy. It took a little bit to make, and I'm sorry if my voice goes out. I keep dropping the controller away from my face. But I hope this made a lot of sense. Well, bye.